Welcome to Out Geeked. This is Al.
This is Mike.
And this show is all about rating, evaluating SH figure arts, model kits that you can build from ground up, and also Lego kits, Lego sets, Lego models, whatever we can geek out on and have a good time, sit back and just geek out on. We will have it right here.
Yep. These toys, cards, Lego sets, figures, you name it, represent a piece of our childhood and adulthood. They are our generation of art. We have them displayed all over the house. We're not worried about the collector's value. We take them out of the box, display them, and show them a little piece of ourselves.
That's absolutely correct. And now let's go ahead and geek out with Out Geeked, and let's get to the show. Welcome to another episode of Out Geeked. Today we have some really cool model kits to show off. I have the Liger Zero from 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐿 from Zoids.
And I have the Optimus Primal Rise from the Beast YOLOPARK figure.
Really awesome model kits that we got to build from the ground up. So we had lots of fun. These are our style of art. This is what we have around our house, showing off, to our friends, our type of art. Plastic models have been out for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And this bad boy right here, I've been dying to get my hands on for quite a while. And today we're going to do a deep dive on a little bit of a history of the anime. Why do I like it? So you guys have an idea as to why I decided to get it. And if you're interested on getting it and you want to stick around and listen to what I got to say about why you should get it, what was so difficult about this, that will give you, maybe make up your mind as to if you want to get it or not.
Yeah, and then check out our unboxing videos. It will show us how building of the figures, how long it took. They're pretty much quick synopsis on the videos, on the figures themselves, how long it took us to build them and whatnot. So check those videos out.
That's right. So without further ado, this is Liger Zero from 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐿. It's really awesome tiger-looking like mechanical beast that gets operated by a driver or operator right here off the cockpit. So there's a little tiny itty bitty little guy there sitting like he's operating the Liger Zero Zoid from Zoids. This one is based off of 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐿. Really cool anime. Did not air in the Americas until 2002. And it got discontinued pretty fast due to popularity. Unfortunately, anime back in the day was not as big and as awesome as it is right now. And but even though that short time, I thought it was pretty cool. It was pretty awesome. Mechanical beasts just competing and fighting it out in contests as to see who survives. So this guy right here is an actual fuser Zoids, meaning that parts of him can come off to make a brand new Zoid or a different version of him. So he does have different versions or variants. Is the fast one is Liger Zero 𝐬𝐫𝐿, which is a nice dark blue with white. He has big rockets on the back, and he goes at the speed of sound. So really cool, awesome Liger Zero, which they do have different model kits for these variants. They're pretty pricey, but at some point I will build those. So Liger Zero or Liger Zero. And another variant is Liger Zero 𝐼, which is a blade Liger, pretty much has like 3 or 4 blades on his head and 2 on his sides. I believe he might have some blades also on his tail. And he's like a bright orange and white and black, obviously, because he has black. His actual core is black. So he pretty much fights with his blades. So really cool action, or not action figure, but model kit as well. Liger Zero 𝐼. And then the last one, it is Liger Zero Panzer. He is a literal military tank with huge cannons all over him. He gets to fire them very slow, very powerful, obviously, not fast, but can take damage and can just, hit very hard. Big tank. So this is the original version. This is the one that gets piloted in the anime by Big Cloud. He is the operator of this Liger Zero. This one is special because they have it's called the black box, which is they learn as they, like AI right now, the world of AI, everything's learning right away. So his computer, it's special because it's starting to learn by itself. So in every battle that he fights on, he learns new moves, and he makes his operator a lot better because they communicate together. So really awesome show. I truly recommend the show. I believe the very first Zoid that I watched was the one from the 𝐾𝐨𝐧'𝐭 entry. Really awesome anime show of Zoids. It takes it back into the not the prehistoric years, but it was the years of like civilization wasn't as as high end civilization. It was more of a war, and hence the title 𝐾𝐨𝐽 Century, right? So there was a lot of chaos, a lot of fights, and there was this Liger, shield Liger started, and it evolved into a blade Liger, which was really cool. There was this little dinosaur, mechanical computer dinosaur alien that would fuse with the Zoid, giving it more strength and other skills.
You remember the name of the little dinosaur?
Yeah, his name was Zeke. Yep, Zeke. So yeah, he would fuse with the Zoid, and will give a lot of extra powers to the shield Liger, and eventually he would evolve into a blade Liger. And he did have a rival. I do not recall if he was called Dark Zeke or Black Zeke.
Part of me wants to say Raven so bad.
Raven, okay.
Like, I could be wrong, but it's just my gut feeling is like Raven sounds familiar.
But he was a darker Zeke, metallic little raptor looking thing, and he would also fuse with a different Zoid, which these Zoids were also special, so they would end up evolving as well. I'm happy with the with this model kit. It had 16 sheets of plastic. Each sheet had its own individual parts inside that you had to snip off. Like I said on my unboxing video, it's very important for you to have all the tools be set up, because it will save you time on building it, and also on headaches as to if they don't snap together, or if it's very difficult for it to close. You need a nice clean cut in order to get them to snap together. This right here, I have it in a little like charge position. He can stand up straight up, but I have him like this just because it looks like a cool fighting pose. His famous attack is laser claw. He opens his mechanical whiskers on the side and on the bottom and on the top, and generates heat, and it gets conducted to his right arm, and that's how he cuts through other mechanical beasts. So he does have his boosters up here. He also has, he can go fast, not as fast as Liger Zero Jaeger, but pretty fast, so he can cut through enemies with his laser claw. And up here we have a sniper rifle. It's not really used as much in the anime, but he has used it maybe a few times. His special attack is the laser claw. And then on the bottom, he has two cannons where he shoots also from his chest. So overall, really cool model kit by Kotobukiya. It is called the Hind Master Model Kit of the Liger Zero. Had lots of fun building it. At some points was a little bit frustrating, but got it done. Happy with it. It was about $80 after tax. And I do have another one that I have to build that I got as a present from my brother, and I'll be building that soon. But it was a while since I built a actual model kit. It's been about maybe 7 years since I built one. So it was a little bit rusty, and this one got me back into pretty much the groove into how to building it. Cool.
And I know I grew up with Zoids as well. My personal two favorites are Berserk Fury and Xenobreaker. I remember the New Century Zero anime. I remember there was like a tournament. It was Liger Zero. I can't remember the other Zoid. There was like a kangaroo-like dinosaur sniper.
Yeah.
I think there was a pterodactyl one.
Yep.
And they just travel around fighting different groups of Zoids, winning this tournament. And I remember this grandiose finale with Berserk Fury and Liger Zero fighting on top of a giant dead Zoid. It was a great show. It sparked my imagination as a kid. Like my friend Al says, robotic animals fighting each other out. And the other series, what was the other? Chaotic Wars?
𝐾𝐨𝐽 Century, I think.
Chaotic Century. I also watched that one. I remember Shield Liger. I remember Zeke. Genobreakers from that era and Berserk Furies from New Century. Great episodes, great anime. I had the toys. I had like model kits like that, cheaper versions of that you could build on like 30 minutes. I had small figurines. It was a great series. It was sad to see it go away.
Yeah. I know they brought it back in Netflix. I haven't tried watching it, but maybe someday I will give some time and I'll watch it with my son and those new memories. But yeah, it's an awesome. I remember that scene. I think he probably fought that Zoid, like maybe it was like the really bad guy that they defeated in Chaotic Century. I think that's where they were fighting.
I think so.
Yeah, but it was I think everything was connected, and there was a wolf too.
Yeah, I remember the wolf.
It was a wolf on their team, and they I think the wolf got changed by like a panther or something like that would generate smoke. It was really cool. I will put up the team in the video.
I think it was a great show. Like I remember waking up early before school starts. Like this show came like around 5 a.m., 6 a.m. I used to watch it before school start. I used to draw them as a kid. I had I can't remember. It was another Zoid series. It probably was a mini series where like they had like these Zoids made out of like cubes, and you could connect them to like. Funny enough, in Liger Zero, you could connect them, give them like wings and like extra guns. They were very customizable. Very great show. I kind of miss it. I really want to rewatch Zoids right now. Speaking about it,
yeah, I really do want to watch it as well. It's I mean, they only aired 26 episodes here, so that's pretty easy to catch
26 episodes
just in the Americas. Yeah, they don't last that long. If they have it in Japanese, I'll just watch the whole thing. But I would like to watch Chaotic Century and Century Zero once again.
Same.
But yeah, that does it for my Liger Zero. What you got over there?
I have my Optimus Primal Rise of the Beast YOLOPARK plastic model kit. Optimus Primal is the leader of the Maximals. This version of the leader of the Maximals is from Rise of the Beast. Rise of the Beast aired in June 9th, 2023. I was extremely excited to see this movie and nervous at the same time because Beast Wars, as previously mentioned in our Megatron and War Greymon, was a very important part of my childhood. Optimus Primal in this movie was voiced by Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman did a great job, in my opinion. I know he voiced him before in the Machinima video. I would say he was like this. He's still the second best voice of Optimus Primal. The very best, in my opinion, is 𝐸𝐴, the original Optimus Primal, but we'll get to that in a few. This plastic figure model kit was surprisingly easy to build. It took me maybe like 10 minutes to build it. Very detailed, screen accurate to the movie. You can see the insides of the robot joints. Primal has to steal his gorilla skin. His alternate form is a gorilla. FYI out there to fans, monkey's better than truck. I'm going to leave it with no context there. Primal, Rise of the Beast Primal comes with extra hands and another faceplate to change his face. He comes with his 2 swords. You can combine the swords just like in the cartoon and in the movie. Very posable. I'm actually surprised how detailed the toy is for being just an easy to build plastic model set.
And the pieces don't come off very easily.
No, they don't. Like I feel like I probably put the chest part a little bit off. That's why it's leaning towards it, or it's probably because the blade's a little heavy. But it's easy build. Great movie overall. I mean, like I mentioned in our previous Megatron episode, I kind of wish they showed other characters from the Beast Wars era. I mean, and I was hoping they'll show like the Predacons and whatnot, but great movie. I was glad to see Primal being Primal. This version seems like a more experienced, more weathered version. Both were reluctant leaders because, as you remember in the beginning part of the movie, when Scourge and Unicron came to their planet, their colony planet, Ape Link gave him the transwarp key and told him you have to flee to Earth, which they did and successfully took the transwarp key. They split it in 2 and put it inside of a Falcon statue that resembles 𝐸𝐴. I'm not going to give you guys a full summary of the movie. I'll give it a watch. It's a Transformers movie, nothing too deep. It's giant space alien robots fighting other space alien robots. Now, I brought the OG Primal. This is the Kingdom version, and the Kingdom version is more cartoon accurate. You can see side by side the size difference from cartoon Primal from the movie Primal. Cartoon Primal was voiced by Gary Chalk. Beast Wars came out in 1996. Gary Chalk was a great voice actor, one of my favorites of all time. I actually got to meet him in BotCon. Got pictures and everything. He even did some line recordings for me. Nice guy. Primal, when Gary Chalk voiced Primal, it feels like a dad kind of character. Like he's doing his job. He's a reluctant leader, and he's like, man, come on, guys, we're stuck on this planet. Let's just work this out. While Ron Perlman's one is like a more experienced, more wiser Primal. Like he already dealt with like the sarcastic comments from Ragtime. He's been there, done that. Both great interpretations. I really did like the Primal in Rise of the Beast. My only complaint about the toy, probably per se, is my fear of just snapping it and breaking something. It's not delicate to any degree. It's just I feel like if I push hard enough, something will come off. But that's just because my hands are meant to destroy, not create. But yeah, it's a great toy. I mean, I love Primal. My third favorite Transformer by far. The leader of the Maximal. Great character. When I met Gary Chalk, great guy. He did his most famous line for Optimus Prime. Do you know what's Optimus Prime's famous line?
The one from the cartoon?
Yep.
I don't know. Maximize?
No, that's a club. Well, that's just Prime.
That's just Prime.
Royal, that's just Prime.
That is.
I would.
Well, that's just Prime.
I would have died if Primal said that in the movie. It was obviously a more serious movie. I was hoping they could have done have Gary Chalk voice Ape Link and just have like the old Primal passing the torch to like the old Primal.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be kind of cool. Like, and then once the Maximals escape their colony planet, Ape Link could look up and just say, "Well, that's just Prime." Like that would have made the movie so much better. Good movie. It's just Transform movies. A lot of cheese to it, but you're here to see the giant robots fight giant robots. Just like the Zoids. You just want to see robots fighting robots.
Yeah. Speaking of that, what do you think we went into in a fight? Gorilla against Tiger.
Ooh.
Or Liger?
Primal for sure would take down Liger Zero.
I think so, just because he can transform.
Well,
I mean, look at that big ass blade.
Well, at least funny enough, I don't know exactly how tall Liger Zero is, but I feel like it'll be a huge size difference because I remember the Zoids being huge.
Yeah, they are huge.
Like they're big as buildings.
I think he would be bigger than Optimus Prime. Yeah.
Now, since the Maximals are the descendants of the Autobots, they're a lot smaller than the Autobots. Now, in the movie, it didn't look like they were all the same size. But like, if you really think about it, there's no way. Like 𝐿Razer, you remember 𝐿Razer the Falcon? There's no way she should be the same size as Optimus Prime. In the cartoon, the Autobots were huge. They're giant compared to like the Maximals and the Predacons because in the future they downsized their size to like have more energy consumption. So Optimus Primal canonically will probably be up to like here to Liger Zero probably. So I don't think it'll be a fair fight. Now they probably made Optimus Primal into like a Zoid size. I don't know. Maybe it'll be.
I don't think he would be that small. It'd probably be maybe up to the ankles.
I don't know. It all depends on if I remember how big Liger Zero was because in the cartoon when they saw like prehistoric people, they're like almost the same size.
Yeah, they're tiny.
They're tiny compared to Autobots.
Yeah, I mean if we take the little guy that's in here, he's very tiny.
Then we'll use that. Like that's pretty much as big Optimus Primal would be in the cartoon.
Because he would be like an actual human size. Because he would be like an actual gorilla size. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. So I mean, okay. I don't remember if movie version. Then
if that's the case, then Liger Zero has. Or he has nothing to go get on Liger Zero. He'll get squashed.
Yeah. Now, if it was movie version, I feel like movie version will probably probably up to like Liger's leg, probably. So it'll be a more fair fight. Let me just click this piece back in as soon as I start playing with it. While I click this thing, what did you like about the movie?
How about what I did not like?
All right, tell me that.
Yeah, I did not like that my boy 𝐿𝐿𝐴 did not get any airtime.
Yeah, 𝐿𝐿𝐴 got
just no airtime whatsoever.
I mean,
Mr. Optimus Primal looks awesome, and and his gorilla and his robot form. But my boy Cheetor did not get any screen time. It was bad. 𝐿RAZR got more screen time.
Yeah, 𝐿RAZR had a lot more. And
I think Rhino had more airtime than
Rhinox had
Cheetor.
Same level of nothing. He probably yelled and said something.
And that's it.
They really did Cheetor dirty. Like, nothing against 𝐿RAZR. I like 𝐿RAZR, but Cheetor deserves a lot more screen time than 𝐿RAZR. And then the new Rise of the Beast, Cheetor looks pretty cool, so I would love to see that in action.
Yeah, it would be nice. Well, maybe they'll go part 2, or maybe they'll go, do another one. Maybe they'll go to the original Earth when they got there. So maybe we'll do something.
If they ever did a prequel, because previously mentioned in our last video, they have hieroglyphs of the other characters on the boxes.
Yep.
So I could see them doing a prequel and give a Beast Wars only. I know it sounds blasphemy because everybody wants to see Optimus Prime and the Autobots, but I feel like it could just one movie with just Maximus and Predacon and their colony planet and just fight it out. You could still have the Autobots and Predacon and the Autobots and Decepticons. You could still have them come by. Just let's have them focus on the Beast Wars era characters fighting it out. I would love to see that. And Ron Perlman once again did a great job. He did Optimus Primal justice. Like my friend Al said, I wish Cheetor and Rhinox had more lines. I mean, 𝐿RAZR is great and all, but Cheetor is literally the Bumblebee of the Beast Wars era. He should at least have something to say.
Something. But well, thank you for joining us, guys. This marks the end of another episode of Out Geeked. And once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Remember to hit the notification bell. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave us a comment.
Yeah, and then tell us if you're a fan of Zoids. What was your favorite Zoid? Did you watch the cartoon at all? Were you a fan of Beast Wars? Did you watch Rise of the Beast? Did you like the movie? Did you feel like Cheetor should have had more lines and saying, I'm sorry, or whatever he said? Or Rhinox just growling? Do you want to see just a Beast Wars only cast movie? Let us know in the comments.
Yes, we'll be looking for those comments. So thank you. Geek out. So this is our style of...
This is our style, our generation of art, would you say? You know how some people have art displayed in their house, statues, busts. We have these toys that we like to display.